Talent hits a target no one else can hit. Genius hits a target no one else can see. Compassion is the basis of morality. A man can be himself only so long as he is alone, and if he does not love solitude, he will not love freedom, for it is only when he is alone that he is really free. Mostly it is loss which teaches us about the worth of things. Every man takes the limits of his own field of vision for the limits of the world. Happiness consists in frequent repetition of pleasure. It is difficult to find happiness within oneself, but it is impossible to find it anywhere else. The person who writes for fools is always sure of a large audience. One should use common words to say uncommon things. Man can do what he wills, but he cannot will what he wills. Life is a constant process of dying. That when you're buying books, you're optimistically thinking you're buying the time to read them. We forfeit 3/4 of ourselves in order to be like other people. A sense of humor is the only divine quality of man. A high degree of intellect tends to make a man unsocial. Treat a work of art like a prince, let it speak to you first. Religion is the masterpiece of the art of animal training, for it trains people as to how they shall think. Great men are like eagles, and build their nest on some lofty solitude. So the problem is not so much to see what nobody has yet seen, as to think what nobody has yet thought concerning that which everybody sees. Life swings like a pendulum backward and forward between pain and boredom. No rose without a thorn, but many a thorn without a rose. Hope is the confusion of the desire for a thing with its probability. We can regard our life as a uselessly disturbing episode in the blissful repose of nothingness. Marrying means to have one's rights and double one's duties. The safest way of not being very miserable is not to expect to be very happy. Every parting gives a foretaste of death, every reunion a hint of the resurrection. The shortness of life, so often lamented, may be the best thing about it. Wealth is like seawater, the more we drink, the thirstier we become, and the same is true of fame. The world is my idea. Change alone is eternal, perpetual, and immortal. Almost all of our sorrows spring out of our relations with other people. There is no more mistaken path to happiness than worldliness. One can never read too little of bad, or too much of good books. Bad books are intellectual poison, they destroy the mind. In order to read what is good, one must make it a condition never to read what is bad, for life is short, and both time and strength limited. If we were not also interested in ourselves, life would be so uninteresting that none of us would be able to endure it. To feel envy is human, to savor schadenfreude is devilish. We seldom think of what we have, but always of what we lack. It does not let itself be forced.